Live from Wisconsin, it's Cardinal Pens TV.
Welcome to Cardinal Pens TV, episode number 13 for Friday, November 7th, 2025.
It's almost like, get it? Friday, 13, things start going wrong.
Oh.
Today we discussed Tomoe River paper and 2 additional colors in our TWSBI Eco lineup and a cool new ballpoint refill in the news, which I know you love, ballpoint, anything ballpoint. A focus on a whole new bunch of newly listed consignment pens and vintage pens. Nothing new from the bench since Brian is still trying to sort and organize all the treasures he brought back from Columbus.
That's not entirely true.
My personal helpful hint on collecting in general, and an update on the Ohio Pen Show, and an estate collection that we acquired kind of without my input.
Your input is always welcome.
You got to tell me.
I tell you. So,
Do you have a joke?
So Lisa, I was gone last weekend.
Yes,
And,
I know, and I will tell you, it was quite,
It was
quite
nice.
lovely.
It was nice. I went to this horrible pub while I was gone.
Okay,
So when you at night you go out, you socialize.
Right.
I went to this horrible pub.
I heard it was the hotel.
It was called the Fiddle.
Fiddle.
The Fiddle,
Okay.
yeah. It was really a vile inn.
But Tish, heard the hotel was
It was
not
awful.
great
It
this
was
year.
not great. It was all sorts of. If it could go wrong, it went wrong.
Although you say that, one year when we went to the Detroit Pen Show, the hotel was super cheap.
Oh, well, was it like $59 a night?
Yeah, for a
59 bucks a
reason.
night.
But I think the last year we went to put clothes in the closet,
The
and
door fell off?
it had mirrored sliding bifold doors. It fell off, and then there were holes in the wall where it must have had like 2 twin beds or maybe a king, and so there were the headboard was bolted, and then it became 2 queens or something. So there were headboard holes in the wall that were still there. They never patched in that room.
There were also holes in the carpet that
Oh.
were about,
Yeah,
they were 6-9
There's
inches.
a reason it was $59, and I think we paid too much that
It was
year.
something.
But well, I'm glad at least it wasn't that bad.
No, the bed in the hotel, and we'll cover this later. The bed,
Right.
the bed and the pillow was great. Everything else,
Service was a little lacking. Apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
And hey, how's your mustache for
My mustache,
Movember?
So this is Movember. So if anybody's wondering if I didn't shave, I didn't shave. So the entire month of November is what they call Movember, and it's a
mustache.
It's a thing where gentlemen grow a mustache, and other people can participate in other ways. But you grow a mustache.
I'm not growing a mustache.
In support, I thank goodness, in support of men's health, mental health, suicide awareness and prevention, testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and things like that.
All the
and
men's
so
stuff.
It's a movement to because men just do a terrible job of taking care of themselves.
Yes.
And so for the entire month of November, this little caterpillar on my face will grow, and that's what it is.
Okay.
So what are you looking at? Don't look at me like that.
Counting the gray hairs.
You're counting the gray hairs.
No.
It is what it is, man. It is what
Absolutely.
it is.
Nope,
All right.
All good. So in the news.
Got a bunch of new stuff.
Yes. Tomoe River paper has landed here at Cardinal Pens and Paper. We're missing one. We got three quarters of our order. So we've got A5 size in white and cream.
These are the blank.
In blank.
Yeah, blank.
Okay.
52 gram.
And then we did get the 52 gram in the A4. And is this in the white?
Yeah. So the cream was back ordered, which was kind of weird because it was available when I bought it, but they took their sweet time and maybe
they do take a while.
But anyway, at least it's here. So you have your Tomoe River options. Which is super thin paper. Is very fountain pen friendly.
In fact, they even say on the back, the greatest paper for fountain pen.
That's such a
translation.
It's such a
so close.
Classic
Japanese translation.
Yeah.
So we've got Tomoe River paper. So if you like it, snag it while we have it. We have worked really hard to try to keep everything that we want to carry stocked, and it's just sometimes challenging when it looks like it's available on a portal, and this goes for several of our distributors, and then you order it, eventually you get your order, and it's like, well, what happened to this? So
yeah, we're really pretty good.
We're very
for what we have, we're like 98% stocked, which is better than it has been.
Really a good feeling
long time
this time around.
Yep.
So that makes both of us happy. Also in the news, TWSBI Eco in the smoke and rose gold, and we also have the Eco in the white and rose gold. And I personally am a huge fan of the rose gold trim.
It's good looking. The smoke especially.
Yeah.
And we've got it on the camera here, but it really, really.
I love rose gold, and I love. Again, I say this all the time. I love that TWSBI is doing classic kind of different colors in the trim. They've done the black. They've done the rose gold. I know that they have done some of the iris, some of that, rainbow, but they haven't gone overboard with it, which I think some companies have done. Not everybody needs Skittles trim on their pens. But,
no, these are classic.
Absolutely.
And so there they are. And that's extra fine, medium, broad, 1.1.
Beautiful
stuff.
Also, Brian is going to wax rhapsodic.
Well, not very long.
About a ballpoint refill.
So, at Pelican Hub this year, one of our old clients, and by old I mean has been a client for a long time,
current friend,
asked me about a particular Parker style ballpoint refill, and we were talking about different refills, and asked me if I could get it.
So excited!
He was very excited about this refill. I said, "Well, let me see if I can get it," and it turns out we can. I wasn't actually entirely sure. But we now have the Oto 0.5. This is the flash dry gel Parker style ballpoint refill. This is a quick dry. It's a 0.5 millimeter quick dry smear resistant needle point refill.
Well, that's just calling my name.
So and I tried it, and it was quite nice. So I mean, if you want something and it's 0.5, so needle point, I guess it's extra fine.
Nice. Can I have one? I've got a pen I can put this in.
I just put them up on the website today. I don't have a picture of them up yet, but They're a new refill, and so Dustin, I got your order, so you'll see it
Yep.
next week.
Great.
But
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of finer points on a ballpoint and anything that dries quickly. So
Yeah.
it's really awesome to have another option.
it's not necessarily water resistant, but it is smear resistant. And in fact, what he was doing is he was highlighting over them, and they wouldn't smear.
Nice. That's so hard to find.
So if you're looking for something like that, that might be a really good refill for you. So we've got a lot of the Schmidts and the Monteverdes and things like that, but we didn't really have anything like that. So I'm always interested in Parker style ballpoint refills because a lot of pens use those refills.
And a lot of different people like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Some people like the really broad, some people like the gel, some people like extra fine, some people, so it's just nice to have another option.
Yeah, and this is a real decent, I mean, it comes from actually, believe it or not, one of our paper distributors. So, I mean, it's easy to get. And,
Yeah. Which leads us into another thing. If there is something special that you're looking for, or something that we don't currently carry that you'd love for us to carry, just reach out and ask. Just like this, it's like, hey, can you get it? Well, let me look.
All you have to do is ask.
So.
Okay, it's no cost to ask.
Ooh, I'll remember that.
For product.
Oh.
For product. For product.
Right. Okay. All right. What are we going to focus on today?
So we've got a couple of things. We've got some consignment pens that just came in. Actually, I picked them up in Ohio, and so it was quite a large box. And we're going to go through the first half of those. The second half maybe next week, and then I do have some new vintage pens that I put up on the website. We'll kind of skirt through those, just to give you an idea. I'm going to keep.
So wait, you went to the Ohio Pen Show.
Yep.
You bought a bunch of pens.
Absolutely.
You brought a whole bunch of well, I guess we'll talk about this later, and you picked up a consignment lot as well.
Yep. Yeah, honestly,
an estate confection that we bought.
I forgot I was picking up the consignment pens. So when the consigner confronted me, I looked at her like I had a trolley
full of pens.
I had deer in the headlights because I was like, oh yeah. I mean, we talked about this like months ago. So
right. Our consigner's going to think you're a little flaky.
Well, that's fine.
She's busy. No,
I think she's in the chat. So.
She is, yeah. But it's all good. It's all good.
So this is some really super cool stuff. I'm just going to kind of flip through this.
And the thing is, we say that every week. This is cool. This is neat. This is really awesome. This is unusual. I love you doing consignment lots. I handle the bookwork.
There it is.
I work a full-time, very busy job, and I handle the paperwork on the weekends. I don't get to see half this stuff, but I love that we, as a family, as a company, do consignment because we do get to see stuff I would never see. Or we would, even if we went to every single show, I don't know that we would see half of this stuff. So it's really great to see all of this random stuff or to see things that are from years ago. And it's like, oh my gosh, I remember this.
Yeah. These are all semi-modern within the last 10 years or less. So I'm going to leave up on the screen here. I'm going to leave up the TWSBI Eco as kind of a control. So if you all know what a size a TWSBI Eco is, this will give you an idea. So this right here is, this is an Edison. It's a pen called the Ascent. And this is a sea glass. It's got some really cool patterning on the barrel.
A little greener in person.
So we're still working out. We next week hopefully we'll have a different camera that'll give us maybe a little better color profile. But this will give you an idea. These are up on the website now, so you can see the total correct colors there. But this is a Edison, and most of the pens in this collection have broad nibs. Almost every one has a broad nib. So a broad Edison steel nib, kind of a neat pen.
So none of these I want.
None of these you want. Yeah, none of these you want. So there's the Ascent. Next up, we've got this one we actually carry. This is the Collier in Rock Candy.
Love those colors.
And this if you want something, this is a really good. This is a medium nib on this one. It looks like, but really pretty, full size, big chunky. And then next up.
Gorgeous colors.
This is kind of nice. This is the Edison Newark. in a color called Battery Blue, and this has a broad nib as well. So it's kind of squared off. It's very Beaumont-ish, but except it's kind of tapered a little bit on the barrel end.
Linz, do you want to comment on the color at all?
The dark spots are a little more purpley in person, so it's a little more green and purple almost, but towards that middle where it's sort of a bluey purple and a bluey green.
And we are, like we said, working on a new camera for next week. But thank you for your feedback on the overhead. Looks like Lindsay and I did well last week without you. Holy cow! This is
all right. So this is
pen.
a pretty chunky pen. This is a pen by Loft Pens. It's a model called the Langley, and a pattern called Dublin Rocks, and it's
cool.
Kind of striped celluloid. With a steel Yovo nib. It was a custom pen, and it's big and chunky and really
clipless.
Neat. Yep. Clipless. Yep, they're really neat pattern. Okay,
yeah, that's pretty.
Next up, we've got so we've got a lot of these custom makers. This is Herbert Pen Company. This is a pen, the Fan LE, I guess is what this is called. River City is the pattern. It's kind of a blue and turquoisey with a clip.
And that one's pretty close on the camera.
Close. It's kind of a darker pen. Again, steel broad nib.
Harumph.
But a nice.
I know.
I like
you
this
could put a different
here.
nib in there if you had something at home.
Yeah, I mean, and you can. We also have extra Edison nibs that will fit that you could use for them.
That's pretty.
This is another Herbert Pen Company. This is called the Churchill, and this is the Libby Sunrise pattern. And this one does come with a matching rickshaw sleeve.
Cool.
But it's got these swirls of blue and orange.
Really
and
pretty.
Gold, and it's really.
It's not the same colors, but what you're showing now kind of reminds me of Starry Night.
I was gonna say it looks kind of like a Van Gogh paint.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. The next one I really love. I think this is really a cool material. This is a Montegrappa Elmo 01, and this one is called the Graffiti Wave Splash. Really a lovely kind of turquoise and sand color.
Kind of springy, summery coloring.
Very beach.
Yeah, very beachy.
Montegrappa steel broad nib on this one, but this has got some weight to it. This is not like a standard.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's not like a standard celluloid acrylic rod. It's got a little bit of weight to it, a brass inner core to it. We've got another Montegrappa Elmo 01.
Pretty.
Graffiti Sea at Dusk. This is dark. This is very similar to this Herbert too, even in color pattern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe a little less of the green than the Herbert, but again, steel broad nib, nice Montegrappa roller clip.
Pretty coloring. Very pretty.
Got some nice streaks in there. And then two
Woo!
more pens that you will know.
The colors on these are definitely not quite correct. So I'm going to adjust as much as I can for the pen, not the base.
Okay. All right.
Nobody
So
cares about the base.
these are pilots. Next to our pilots, this is the Metal Falcon. This is the Sapphire. Y'all know what color this is. This is a soft fine nib. Comes complete with Con 70 converter. Okay. And similarly,
Ooh, one of the pens I used to have.
we have, this one might be for you. The Decimo in light blue with an 18 karat fine nib.
Yep, beautiful.
This one comes with the cartridge cover and a cartridge. It does not have a converter with it. So all these pens have boxes, for the most part, boxes and papers, except for, I don't know if the original boxes are for the Herberts or the Loft, but, the Edisons have boxes, the Montegrappas have boxes, the Pilots have the original boxes. So
and that is important to some of you.
they're all good to go.
Some people don't care.
So
All right.
that's that first batch. We'll have another batch next week, hopefully, if we can get that through.
Okay.
I've got some vintage pens that I just put up this week. What do I want to start out with? There's a lot of them. I'm going to pick
12.
Pick like 12. All right.
There's
so
easily almost 30. We do not have that much time.
No, we don't have that time. And a lot of them are very similar.
Yep.
I'll start with this one.
Pretty colors.
A Jade Schaefer junior sized flat top. You can see how small it is in comparison to the Eco.
I like this overhead thing, Linz.
Yeah.
Gold lifetime nib.
a little more olivey in person. The camera is a little bit more like true green, but it's more olive in person.
This has got a little bit, your typical discoloration, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's very even, which is really what you want. I've got this one. I love these. One of my favorite pens ever. Schaefer. I love Schaefer Crest. This is a Schaefer Crest, and this is a snorkel
Oh, well, that's why I don't like it.
in black. Visualated section. Look how clear that is. Two-tone conical nib.
Snorkels are cool. They're just smarter than I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a touchdown, not a snorkel.
All right. I can maybe handle that.
So the-
Snorkels confuse me.
So the listing actually says snorkel, but it actually is a touchdown. I'll get that changed. But nice with the gold fill
But
cap. It's
you
got a
were
couple dents in the top. But,
Frantically trying to get all these up
yeah.
and recover from your trip. All right. What else you got?
We've got
Bunch of these.
a big, chunky dual fold. This is kind of sort of senior size, streamlined. It's fat. It seems a little bit shorter than a senior, but it is fat like a senior. It's got a later replacement vac nib on it, button filler. So if you want a big chunky, I mean, look at the size of that compared to that Eco. It's pretty big for a vintage pen. It's pretty big. So not as big as a flat top senior. I have 3 different variations of this. We have 3 different brown skylines with brown and burgundy striped caps.
I do
So
like
all,
the burgundy.
all fairly similar. All fairly rigid nibs. We had a flexible nib, but it sold actually this morning. So there it is. All gold nibs on those. And then I'm going to go through.
So I was all excited because I love Schaefer Slim Tarkas. It's just a good size for me. And then Brian just looked at me and said, yeah, you're going to hate all of them because they
You're
have,
going to hate every single one of these. We've
for
got
me.
quite a number of them. They all appear to be new old stock. All of them have a converter of some type. So some of them have the original Schaefer Aerometric squeeze converter, and then there's some of these that have apparently the old Monteverdi push-pull converter
Okay.
used to fit the Slim Targas, and then they redesigned it, and it no longer fits the Slim Targas. So, but we have some that
Thanks,
fit.
Yafa.
We have a number in this polished chrome, and these all have these beautiful inlaid nibs. The polished ones have broad nibs. So, I mean, that refill is going to run
Not for
through
me.
real quick. Broad nibs on the polished.
It's a good way to go through ink, though. If you want to use up a bottle of ink, broad nib's your friend.
We've got kind of a dark stainless. Actually, I'm going to just pull these out here.
All right.
And then a more of a brush stainless. So we've got medium nibs on most of them, broad on the polished. And here's, I'll put the polished up so you can see the difference maybe. There's that. And then last but not least, we have some with 14 karat nibs in the black. So all the silver and the steel ones have steel nibs, and then the black have gold nibs. And then these all have the original Schaefer Aerometric converters. They're so hard to find. These take the slim Schaefer cartridge, which you cannot get anymore. So if you ever have them, you have to reuse them and
Yes.
keep them. And these have the original slim Aerometric squeeze converters. So we have a number of those.
Okay.
And like I say, they are basically new old stock. They're so clean, it is ridiculous. In fact, 1 or 2 of them originally have original stickers on them. And then last but not least, let's I'll throw a couple of these up. Those are for later.
Oh.
We got a couple of these. We got a nice Parker 15 in brushed stainless steel. You can see how a little bit shorter it is than the Parker 45 in green, which is a lovely, lovely color. These have steel nib on this. But these are good, another steel nib. These are good user pens. If you want to get into vintage pens, these will take your standard Parker style refills and can
Which is
use
a great way to get into a vintage pen if you're afraid of the rubber sack. A vintage pen with a cartridge is the way to go.
Yeah, and you can use piston converters in them as well. So, and there's 3 new 45s, and then I've got a couple of extra snorkels and a bunch of stuff. So there was about, I don't know how many pens that is, but quite a few, 20 some pens.
Okay.
Vintage, yeah.
All right.
What next?
Still all you. Tales
still
from
me?
the bench. I was told Brian didn't have anything because he's still trying to sort and clean all the stuff that he got at the show, plus the consignment that he picked up that he forgot he was picking up, plus an estate collection that we bought. So it's been a little busy, and he's only been home since
Well,
late Saturday.
you asked me the question, then I'm supposed to recall the whole week's worth of
supposed to take
repairs
notes.
instantly.
Yeah.
Well, no. So, but I did think of something I thought was very interesting that came across this week.
Okay.
So occasionally you run across a Parker 51, or in this particular case, this was a Parker 51 clone that was likely made in Italy or maybe Japan. I'm not quite sure. That uses a plyglass sack with a aerometric style squeeze filler. And somehow the housing on the over the sack twisted, and the sack twists, and then it gets deformed, and then when you try to push the press bar, the pen doesn't fill. And what happens is if it stays in that position a long time, it sort of gets formed that way.
Ew.
So what you can do is if you can get the housing off, and understand that on all 51s you can't necessarily do that. All you have to do is heat it up, and then it just
The sack?
the sack, yeah. Put it over the heat gun. Very, very shortly. You can't do it very long because otherwise you'll just burn a hole in it. But you can heat it, and it will heat back to where it used to be. So
Okay.
then you don't have, because plyglass sacks are incredibly durable. They don't need to be replaced. But in this pen looks new old stock. Very clear sack, but it was just twisted. And when I heated it up, it just went. And it shifted back into place.
That must have been fun to watch. Did
Yeah.
you do that on Twitch? And
Well,
everybody could
I don't
watch it?
I don't have a camera on my heat gun,
Oh, okay.
so you can't see it. But
So they missed it?
well, I mean, they saw the before and the after.
Okay.
They saw the before and the after.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's my little tale from the bench this week.
I have a helpful hint regarding collecting in general.
Oh no. I don't know. I don't like how this is going to go. This doesn't sound good.
So,
I just looked at
While
what
Brian
it is.
was gone, my plan was I was going to clean and declutter. And so I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice that if you have pens you don't love, you don't reach for, you're cleaning your pens, you're going to re-ink some different ones, you're going to rotate things in and out. If there are pens you consistently just gloss right over, you don't choose, just purge your pens.
Purge them?
Purge them. Declutter them. Release them out into the world.
Not a chance.
If you don't love
Not a
it,
chance from this guy.
sell it or gift it away.
Gift it away.
well,
1901 Crooks Avenue.
No, I mean, if you're
Yeah,
trying to convert somebody, if you've got a Lamy Safari or, a Sailor Tuzu or a Platinum Preppy or something, and you just no longer use it for whatever reason, let it go. You don't need to declutter your pen case with it. You don't need to be inking it and having it just sit around. You won't do it.
I will absolutely not do that. I might
Until
do-
you have to.
Until I have to. Until
Yeah,
I have to.
and part of it is we did so much of it for so many years. There isn't much left to purge, but now it's rebuild.
It's rebuild. Yes,
Rebuild.
I'm in rebuild stage.
Yes, and
Which
I
is
am
fun.
not for me. I am being
Says-
more deliberate.
Says the woman who got 2 pens in the last 2 weeks.
I might give one back.
Oh man, that hurts.
Well, it was small.
But that's what you liked about it.
It's too small. There'll be one I'm going to give back. I did get
Impossible. Imagine what it's like to get a Christmas gift for this beautiful woman here.
one of the few things I kept was
Yes.
my
Well,
favorite
yes,
Christmas present.
yes.
But anyway,
Anyway.
if there are pens you no longer use, you don't love, sell it, use the money to buy something else, but just declutter your collection once in a while,
All right.
except for Brian. So there
Except
you
for
go.
me. All right.
Pen adventures. I did not have any. The cats and I had a great time while Brian was gone. If you're in a relationship, you know how it is. Sometimes a little me time is good. So Brian dropped me off at 5 a.m. on Thursday. So
We left at 4:50.
Oh my God, it was so early. Now, Thursday's the day I have to be to work at 6:45, so we can open at 7 at my office anyway, but it was a long 2 hours. Brian was on his way, and then I worked and I had our son pick me up, so I got to see Garrett. And then
Good,
I Ubered
good.
in the next day. Lindsay and I did the podcast. Linz took me home. And then it was just the cats and I for all the rest of Friday and all of Saturday till you came home. And it was just very nice.
I can go to another pen show. if you
No,
like.
you can't. There are no more until Philly, and you don't do Philly because we're not driving in January.
Maybe this year I will go to Philly.
Nope.
Maybe. We'll see.
So I had a good time, but Brian, and I think we shared last week that I don't know what happened, but something was screwed up with our phones, and so Brian and I
Still is, by the way.
can't text, and I couldn't track him.
No.
Which I do like to do when he's traveling. Same thing, he could track me when I was going
Yeah.
to my mom's. Just when you're traveling a lot, you want to know where people are. So that's been a little challenging, but he was trying to send me pictures and I was trying to respond and it just wasn't working the whole time he was at the show. So we'd have to call and say, okay, did you get the picture? I just sent you a picture. What do you think? And I'm like, I think I can't see it.
I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm buying pens. I am on business. This is
On a
not a
mission.
social call.
Except for the drinking at the bar.
Well, that was at the end of
That was
everything.
networking.
That was
That's
networking.
networking,
That was
yeah.
networking. And then Lisa's calling me like every 30 minutes.
Hey, how's it going? How are you? What'd you find?
it's
How much money do you have
noisy.
left?
Yeah, come on.
What's that mean? So,
Anyway,
show us what you got.
all right. So I bought very little for myself,
Okay.
but what I did buy, I bought one for you too.
Oh yeah, these are cool.
So
I am excited about this.
I'm going to show it on the little screen here. If Lindsay will put it up.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see that, but
Here,
this
you can
is
have
the Kirk Spear had nibs engraved for the Ohio show for 2025. This was the 30th anniversary of the show. And as luck would have it, Ohio's state bird is the Cardinal.
Woo!
So he put a Cardinal on the nib, and I said, I just have to have one. And
And then of course
there
I
it
have to
is.
chime in and go, oh, I want one.
Yeah, and so
I don't
after,
know what I'm going to put in it. I don't know what I have left, but I did have an Edison that was a gift from the Pen Collectors of America for being the president.
so
And I have one and it's really cool.
I got a double broad because
Oh my,
we have
seriously?
yes,
Wow.
I got double broad. Well, that's what I wrote with this. With.
Oh, okay.
And so because the Edison nibs use the same Yovo number 6 double broad, so I
Right.
wanted to be able to at least have something that will I can show to folks
Have you seen
how
it?
big it writes.
It's so cool.
So anyway, we got the Cardinal nibs for ourselves. That was kind of fun. I'll show off. I'm going to need this whole tray here if you want to just.
boy.
Oh,
I'm going to grab this.
I'll trade you.
I did buy a few desk sets, but we won't get into that.
Oh my gosh. It's
You
like
know-
it's like a disease. Oh, an Emporium dude. You're not helping.
He's not even in the chat.
I don't
today.
care.
He's not
It's
in the chat.
on record.
Yeah,
Spiritually, he'll know.
you'll know. He's going to watch it
You
later.
can feel that.
So I did get one. This sort of fell into my lap, and so it was one of those deals where I had to buy. I don't remember even how many pens were in the lot. 30 pens in the lot to get one that I wanted.
It's beautiful.
And it's a Conklin Crescent hand engraved, a Conklin Crescent filler in hand engraved gold fill overlay, full overlay.
It is absolutely beautiful.
It's an early piece because it has a slip cap, not a threaded screw cap.
And all of you out there are wishing, I wish I had things like that fall into my lap.
And it did not have the right nib in it. It actually had, I mean, of all the bad nibs you could have in this pen, it had maybe one of the best possible nibs you could have. It had a Grieshaber number 2 nib in it, which I love Grieshaber pens. So it was bent all to Kingdom Come, but it was fixable. But I managed to find a Conklin number 2 nib in it, the correct nib. It's got this glorious thin hand carved feed. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And there's no markings on the crescent itself, which really is pretty cool. But this hand engraving is awesome. The slip cap makes it awesomer. It's just beautiful. It's really a great
It's
piece.
gorgeous.
So we got that. That's for me.
We, meaning you.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of like it was Schaefer week. So
Choose wisely.
I'm going to choose wisely here.
You got 5.
Maybe not. So these will be up on the website in well, I don't know when, but shortly. Not shortly, maybe in a couple weeks. I have to go through these all. We've got some oversized flat tops, a couple in black, early hump clips. This one here is outstanding. I'm going to take these off.
Put them back in the right order.
Well, these don't have an order
Oh, okay.
yet.
Okay.
This one here, if you can see this nib, it's ridiculous. It's a factory stub. It's glorious. I had multiple people try to buy it from me right away at the show.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I resisted. So it's a really great pen. Check out this little
Gorgeous color on
I get
that.
a little bit of sticker residue on it, but look at that color. Look at that color on this jade Schaefer, this
That's
little ring top.
Pretty close to right too. It's not far off.
Yeah, it's a bright green. It's not the dark green that you normally see. And then I a number of, just going to dump them up here. These will be hitting the website at some point. Different black these are oversized balances. I've got an early one with the hump clip. All with nice big lifetime nibs. Some with visualated sections. I love these pens. I have one that I just restored for myself not too long ago, two-tone. Really great pens. So a couple in black.
You know, for us, doing all this antiquing and you going to a couple shows has helped restock your pen collection a little. I think we're both being a little more selective about.
A couple in the marine green.
That's pretty.
This one's a little bit more ambered, but it's very evenly done.
It's more of an olive green as opposed to a forest green.
Yeah, I mean it should be more like this.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more brown. And then look at this guy. This black and pearl is outstanding. In fact, the cap is more discolored than the barrel. You don't ever see these barrels are just like this, are just phenomenal. No discoloration in the barrel whatsoever. Maybe a little bit in there, but it's very clean. This is full size, not oversized. There's another one. This is a vac filler. But look at this milled cap band. Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
It's really outstanding. It's got outstanding barrel transparency. It does work. Two-tone nib. I know I'm only going to do 5, so I'm on number 3.
Yeah.
This is a very exceptionally hard to find piece. I could not believe I found it. The Schaefer combo. So if you didn't know it, Schaefer actually made a combo fountain pen mechanical pencil, lever filler, solid gold nib. Really incredibly uncommon. I've never actually had one. This is the first time I've ever had one. So if you're into combos, this is like one of the nicest combos you will find. It's so much better than those third tier combos. There's another full size. Look at that brown. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely. And then I got a couple 51s here. So interestingly enough, we got a flighter. Interestingly enough, it was sold to me with the wrong cap in the cellar, and it had a regular standard Lustraloy cap on it. Much similar.
Which is how it goes. It shows.
Much similar to what this pen has. And the seller insisted to me that some of them came that way, which is not really the case.
No.
I'm not aware of that happening, but I happen to know I have had this cap sitting in my parts bin forever. And I never thought I would use it, and there we are. Now we have a complete 51 flighter. Love that. We got a 51 Mark II with a gold fill cap, which is a little bit different barrel end. This one is quite possibly new old stock. Look how clear that is.
It was a good show for you.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
You weren't quite sure Thursday morning.
I wasn't
Thursday
sure
when you
Thursday
got
morning. If you want something older, how about a Moore with the factory stub nib?
Moores are nice pens.
Really nice. Black chased hard rubber. It's got kind of a fine stub on it.
Moore also made several colored pens in different models. I had a little mini Moore collection early on in my collecting days. Nice pens, nice nibs.
Yeah. So
what about that?
Yeah.
It's a green.
Another Skyline.
But in green.
But in green. And this one actually, did this have a special nib on it too? Yeah, this one's got kind of a stubbish nib on it too. Yeah, I got 3 in a visualated section. So there'll be at least 3 pens with factory stubs. And who doesn't like green with stripes like that? And they're just awesome. So that was kind of it. There wasn't it. There's more. There were a bunch of there'll be a bunch of some really cool, inexpensive new old stock Schaefer cartridge pens with dual-sided nibs.
Those are fun.
Really, really fun. There are some very nice Schaefer Imperials with inlaid nibs, brushed stainless steel, black. And I'm working on I actually picked up a Sterling, I guess Caesar pattern is not really the correct pattern that they called it, but Sterling, it was actually a Schaefer Sterling rollerball, but it fits a fountain pen section, so I might actually have a fountain pen section for it. So I'm going to convert it into a fountain pen with an inlaid nib, which would be really, really nice. Some Parker 45s, lots of good stuff. Some desk sets.
Yep.
Some Astrobook desk sets.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a good show. Thursday was a little bit lighter than I remember it being in the past few years. Now I didn't go last year.
Oh yeah.
But I went to 2 previous years. Well, actually, probably the previous 10 or 15. But I didn't go last year. And Thursday was a little bit, I guess, lower in attendance. There was an auction Thursday night. It was the weirdest thing ever. Apparently, the auction room was
double booked or
was
something?
overtaken by some other group. And so what they did is they put up this like tent in the back of the hotel, something akin to what you would have if you had a wedding. And it had these windows, but it was heated. It was actually very nice.
Okay.
But there was no PA system. It was very hard to hear.
I think they just realized that the pen people are a little unusual, and we're just going to kick them out of the hotel
keep
for this
us
thing.
as far away
from the paying
rest
guests
of
as possible.
the people as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not win anything at the auction. In fact, this is the first auction I've been to in a long time where I did not stay the entire length of the auction. I gave up. I mean, because it took me 10 hours to get to Ohio.
You were tired.
I was tired. I got to lot 84 and I had not won a single thing, despite having done my very best at bidding. And I was not going to stick around, because then if I bought something in between 85 and 100, that meant I had to just wait. That much longer. So I gave up and I went to bed. So,
but it paid off, because that wasn't the only thing that you scored over the weekend.
well, yeah. So, so as it goes, you kind of have to watch your money. Now, and then this is the first pen show ever. And I have been to, I forget what the number is now, 115 pen shows. I actually recorded every purchase that I made. For
those of you who do bookkeeping, you have no idea what a joy it was to have him hand it to me and say, okay, here's my entry fee. I bought 10 pens for this. I bought 15 pens for this, 4 desk bases for this, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, wait a minute.
It's
this
never
adds
happened.
up.
It
Oh
added
my
up.
God.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, so normally I took a pocket notebook. In fact, I always say you bring a pocket notebook, and I forgot my notebook. So when I dropped Lisa off, I had to run in here to the shop to go find my favorite notebook. And normally what I do is I start out with great intentions on Thursday and Friday morning, and then I just forget and I give up.
Because you're busy, and you got a handful of pens, and you've got somebody calling you.
And usually I've got a vanishing point because it's easy to click, and I didn't this time. I had an Edison with me, so I had to, every time I do it, I had to unscrew the cap, hold the cap in the hand, open the notebook, and it had a little. I mean, it was. I can't believe I did it. But when
Good job, though. Oh my God!
When I added it up, I was
happy wife, happy life.
I was like $30 short, and as it turned out, the $30 was like the 4 desk bases that I bought. So it added up. Yes. So it added up perfectly. Anyway.
That was exciting. But then on Sunday.
Oh, so okay. So what happened was, I guess where I was going with that. So I'm keeping a tab, and I knew I had some money left, and I knew there were certain things that I was, if I had money left, I was going to go back to so and so's table and buy some more stuff, and I was going to buy some of this, that, and the other thing. And as it happened, we got a lead on a collection on Sunday or on Saturday, which ran into Sunday, and that went the rest of the money. I came home with money and then promptly spent it the next day. But that stuff will be, I'm looking at it now. We'll show it, I don't know, maybe in I don't want to show it in advance because it's not ready. It needs to be
I
restored.
did get a pen.
You did get a pen out of the
I
deal.
did.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Yeah. Can I go get it?
You can go get it. Go
Yeah.
get it. I'll vamp till you're ready. So we got this collection. It arrived this week. Yes, it included more desk sets.
Oh my God.
7, I think. Seven more desk sets. But I have to buy them. When the price is right, you have to buy them. So this was part of the collection.
So back history, many years ago, I had a collection of Aurora Optimas, and I really loved the seasons. What
Was
were
the
they?
Mare and the Primavera.
Yeah, I don't know what they called it. The elements for the
Soleil.
seasons. Yeah, it was the Mare, which was a turquoisey blue. Soleil was yellow, like the sun.
And the Primavera was green.
Primavera was green. Then there was a. What was the
There was
other
an
one?
Africa.
Well, those
Did
were
you have the Africa?
I didn't have the
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
And then sold them off over time. For Christmas one year, Brian got me the bright red 75th anniversary, one of the 6
Beautiful.
pens that I
Yeah.
kept.
The red marble version, not
Yeah.
the overlay version, because there was an overlay version.
Yeah,
of that
no,
pen,
no,
too.
no. But this was at the right price, and I'm very excited. And it had a fine nib, like
Yeah,
it was
it had a
meant
fine
to
nib.
be.
So, and actually, the funny thing is we actually have one of these actually on consignment. So here's my little sales pitch. If you're interested in a blue Optima, we have one with an extra fine nib. So
Yeah.
Lisa she went over to the case and she pulled it out and she looked at it and put
And
it
I
in her
was just
hand.
like, oh my gosh.
I'm
And
like,
then
okay.
this happened to be in the collection, so in the estate. So it was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's meant to be.
Yeah.
So I got a pen. You got, I don't even want to know how many pens and
So
desk
many.
bases.
Yeah.
You got your beautiful
I got my
Conklin,
Conklin, yep.
but I did get a pen from the weekend.
And
So
it's inked up with, what do we ink it up with? Sailor Blue.
you inked it. Yeah.
Sailor Blue.
So
All right.
I'm going to use that this weekend to keep track of all of your expenditures.
Don't even try.
I know.
Don't even try.
All right. Anything else? Liz?
No,
Anything in the comments we need to know about?
lots of pretty pens.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody
45 is a good intro into vintage.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Somebody did ask about calligraphy workbooks.
Yeah, they said that at the old store we had them. So do we have plans in the future to carry them again?
Shoot us an email with if you have something in particular you're looking at. I know there was one that was like way too big to ship.
No, I think
we
we're
got-
talking about the Ziller.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Ziller. Yeah,
calligraphy
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Those always did very well. We probably, yes, will be
Yeah.
carrying those.
Yeah, I don't have a problem
But
with
we're
that.
not sure when currently.
No, not right now.
I mean, it wasn't terribly expensive to
No.
order them, so it could be soon.
It could be soon. So thanks for reminding us
Yep.
about that.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
So cool. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our new channel. We'll see you again next week. And I don't know, maybe I'll bow out and it'll be you and Lindsay.
You are not bowing out.
I can take a nap.
Nope. Check us out on our new social media platform as
Yeah.
Cardinal Pens. Instagram is Cardinal Pens and Paper, by the way.
Look for the birds.
Ignore me. Look for the birds. So thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.